Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I've been away for a bit, probably almost a year, and thought I would do a stitch with me, just to catch you up with what's been going on. I am working on the Quilted Bee, I think that's what it is, by Long Dog Sampler, and this is, I'm stitching for I think it's 1,000 stitches for Magical Stitches new task 1. I think it's your newest whip. This is a restart. I restarted this on December 27th. I think I did. Yeah. So I got the first 2 blocks done, which is like a bottom of a page, and then I'm working on the next 2, or is there 5? No, there's 5. So I got the first 2 fully done. I have this one, which is like a full coverage block with a bee with its wings sprung out, and then we have one block that is just it's supposed to be an 814, but I did it in 815, and I'm doing this row by row, unless I'm working on the bee. Yeah, so this one has roughly 29,300 stitches. I am at 8.43%. The only thing with Pattern Keeper is it adds stitches on the page break. I will try and show you. Okay, I don't know if you can see this. 1 second. I'm really zoomed in. So, as you can see, I have to account for 2 rows on either side. So I normally stitch up to this line and then I'll do a block. And then I skip the 2 stitches in the next page. I am using an Amazon Fire tablet. I had a smaller one, but my kids broke the screen. So the kids broke the screen on the smaller one, and my dad saw that it was broken, so he paid when they had an Amazon sale to get the bigger tablet, because he was like, your eyes are squinting. I suffer from severe migraines, so it's never fun. A lot of my friends, and I'm saying hello friends, know that I have a hard time stitching with certain colors and certain counts. This is a 32 count. I think it's antique weight, and it's a half yard, I believe. So I've been buying my fabric in bigger quantities now that so that I have enough. Excuse me if you hear a disgusting sound. I'm licking my floss. So I don't know if you can hear in the background, the twins are having their lunch. They are now almost 3. And it's been amazing to watch their growth in everyday life. So my husband Kendall is watching them right now so I could get a video in. I have recorded videos, but they just never made it on. Just because I was losing, what's the word I'm looking for? I was losing steam on recording Flosstube, excuse me for my like disgusting nails. I'll steam on posting, even though I didn't post very often to begin with. So I'm stitching this 2/2, as I said, on 36 count or 20, 32 count, and I'm using, I think this calls for fancy floss, but I'm stitching it in all the DMC. That's our dog. We're in all DMC that I got at a store in Winnipeg, Manitoba called Lizzie Bees, and I'm going to move this quickly. I have everything balanced on a pillow. Like, this is like a fun setup. I might have to get a table stand to do some more stitch with me's. This year I have put myself on a budget, and I'm like living vicariously through like all my friends that are starting projects, but also like living vicariously through my friends who are doing no new starts. I was planning on doing 22 and 22, but I couldn't pick my 22 projects. And then I started stitching again on my Edwardian lady, which is a Joan Elliott, which you will most likely see because it's almost a finish. I'm about halfway done. I'll show you I'm not doing a whip parade until I get more comfortable being back and making videos. I just want to like shout out to my friend Angie. She's the hibernation stitcher, and she really inspired me to get back into doing floss tubes. And yeah, so I'm stitching for Magical Stitches, which I believe is closed now. I'm stitching for Harry Potter. I'm a Slytherin. I'm not actually a Slytherin. I am a Hufflepuff, so is my husband. So yeah, and then I'm in the Stitching Dead, and I'm in a wonderful group of women, and yeah, it's been fun just to stitch, but not competitive stitch. Even though I miss like Myth and Magic and stuff, which they moved platforms. So it was a little hard. It was a little hard to get back into doing competitive stitching. But my friend MJ, who she also makes floss tubes. She's actually my best stitching friend. It's always weird to talk about like how you have a best stitching friend, but she's like one of my best friends and stitching people, and we don't get to talk as much as we like, but we still keep in contact. So if you're watching, hi, miss you. Yeah, and if you've been on Zoom with me in the last little while, you will get a you have enjoyed Carolee's counting show and her colors, because she is like too smart, so she can count up to 20 and count down from 20. and then she can count on her fingers, and then she knows her ABCs. She knows her colors. She's starting to know her shapes. And she's starting to really excel in her language, which is English. Sorry if you guys are having to listen to me breathe really heavily and whatnot. So I was thinking about doing some Stitch with Me's, but the Stitch with Me's I really enjoy are like the like murder mystery ones by like fellow Canadian Pam, Pam's Stitchy Corner, Crafty Corner. But a lot of people know that I am like a person who gets hyper fixationed on things. So like Mob is one, Royal Families is two, and Cray Twins are three. And sorry, you can't even, like, I'm showing you my fingers, but you can't even see it. And I would like, if y'all are interested, and I suddenly turned into someone from Texas and I'm Canadian, if you're all interested in me talking about some of that stuff while doing a Stitch with Me, giving some histories into like traditions in how we got our Christmas tree and stuff like that. Of course, that'd be more of like a July or a December thing. But yeah, I thought it'd be fun just to incorporate my favorite things that make me happy besides being a mom. And I'm gonna laugh because like a bunch of people know like my favorite actor is Tom Hardy, so that's how I got interested in the Cray twins, and that was a totally crappy Stitch, which I'll just do the whoop. So and I really enjoy Peaky Blinders as well, and he's in it. So I'm like trying to look through like my phone because I'm taping this through my phone. As I was saying, I'm taping this through my phone, and it's gonna be kind of sliced and diced as much as I can do. Mr. Nicholas loves to climb, and he likes to be a monkey, so you might hear Kendall say Nicholas. He's doing really good. He really loves books, and he loves Blue's Clues. And he's starting to get some verbal communications in, which is amazing. He has said what sounds like mum, which made me cry. I think next time I do this, I'm gonna have to find like a better setup besides my pillows and tripod and a desk that was made out of not a coffee table, side tables that we, this was probably 2008. Yeah, I think it's 2008. There's a Disturbed sticker on it. 2008. My mom and dad cut these tables. They had like they were two layered, so they were kind of like those retro tables. But what my parents did is they chopped them down so we could put our Christmas tree on them. Sorry, I'm just marking off my stuff. So we could put our Christmas trees on them. So, where am I? Okay, that's a commonly saying in my life. A reason why I haven't been doing a lot of floss tube is last year, and I'm still going through, it wasn't even last year, it was this year. I'm epileptic to begin with, and I started having a different type of seizure, which is stress-induced now. So, and it causes me to not be able to talk, or I stutter, and it was really embarrassing. And it is embarrassing, but a lot of my Stitchy friends, and you know who you are, even some new Stitchy friends, which you also know who you are, have really encouraged me to come online and talk, or just sit there and just be there with them, because due to my speech impediment, when I had my seizures, and I'm talking like I would have like 50, 60 a week, when they first started really happening, I would have, there was almost like Tourette's, and I kind of just shut my whole like Stitchy life of being in Zoom rooms and stuff, like not being in them and not wanting to talk, and I would have to use an app that would talk for me. I could type out each sentence, and I would type out a sentence, and then I called her Stevie Nicks because her name, or the name of the person, was Stevie, so from Fleetwood Mac, so that's what her name was. I'm just gonna move. Sorry, you had to see my psoriasis hand. This is in Yorkton. We have a wonderful quilt shop that I shop at because they hold a full set of DMC. So I can buy it there, but it's a little bit more. But whatever. So if you see this yellow thing, that's what it is. It is cold here. I actually don't know how cold it is right now, but I know it's like mild compared to what it normally is. Okay. It is. So this is in Celsius. And I'm totally jealous of people in Australia right now. It is minus 23, but with the wind chill, it is, it feels like minus 37. So if you hear like a chatter, it's me. Oh yeah, I was on pattern paper. So, okay. I'm like losing my spots on where I was stitching. There we go. So if you wonder what I've been stitching on as of late, right now I stand at like 45, I think 45 whips, or I will stand at 45 whips after my 1, 2, 3 stitch package comes in, and I'm really going to be trying to see if I can turn on the light. Oh, that didn't help at all. I'm gonna be really trying to hold on to my starts as long as I can, but I know the fabric coming, and my floss from hand dyed by LaRonda. She is a Canadian floss dyer. As of right now, I am not dyeing floss. So yeah, so I got two of her 50-yard hanks. Even though it is the DMC based, I really like the idea of having all one color, and also in Canada, when you order anything from anywhere else besides Canada, the prices are jacked. So a Silks for You hank, and of course it's coming from Australia, you don't just want to order one. It's like $55, I think. So if I'm getting silk, I'll get it from her. Carolee's singing in the background. But yeah, if I'm getting any like silks, that's who I get it from. Like even a Karen Water Lily is like $10.65. So depending on like my Miras that I do, the price just like escalates. And I'm hoping to have, I'm just going, oh yeah, it's still right. I'm hoping to have one of my Miras done in the next couple weeks. I don't know if I ever showed her. It's Lilith of Labrador. I got her at Lizzie B's, and she's all called for floss, except her Krynic is DMC Light Effects, and it's two different kinds mixed together because I couldn't get the Krynic. And like, I don't have a problem if that's how I'm gonna have to go about doing Krynic, is not doing Krynic and not doing petite treasure braid, because I need to be in an actual store to get those matches, and it's difficult, especially when you order like a bunch of treasure braids, and none of them, I think Emily C talked about this, when you like order a bunch of floss and you're looking for, I think it was a gray, but it's like a mauve, and it's taupe, and it's like the opposite of what you're looking for. Okay. So, one big thing that happened this year was I learned how to stitch. And that's gonna sound really weird. In my next floss tube, I'm gonna be showing a project that was started by a lady in my community, and she does all of her stitches. Carolee is fine. Her brother probably just stole something from her, but I had to stitch it a particular way, and it's exactly how you're seeing it right now. So all of her stitches went the same way, and I've been kind of I adopted some of her artwork from her daughter-in-law, and so I'm finishing up okay, that was a crappy stitch. I'm finishing up her projects for her husband, and it's a map of Iceland, and it is difficult to stitch, especially when you're combining two people's styles of stitching. So it was kind of neat. It was kind of neat just to like sit back and look at like something that's like older than you are, because that piece was started, I think, in 1970. At least some of the pieces that I got were started in the 1970s. So yeah, it's been fun to watch. I kind of just like park my floss wherever I can. And when I do Victoria, and I can hear people cheering, I'm going to be bringing out Victoria because her second birthday is coming up, and I want to get her done this year because I would like to get Queen Elizabeth, a black and white version of Queen Elizabeth but Miss Grumpy, which that's what we like to call Queen Victoria, Miss Grumpy is the only one that I'm working on, and I'm working on I have a couple full coverages that I'm working on, but nothing beats Victoria. And I've been listening to like a lot of audiobooks, and you can only imagine what my audiobook, so yeah, it's through Audible. That's what I listen to. I'm gonna have to snip this off because oh, and I didn't bring my scissors with me. You know, you have 1,500 pairs of scissors and you never bring one pair with you when you're gonna film. This kind of was like an impromptu stitch with me. My hubby could see that I was needing a break from the kids this morning or this afternoon. It's like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a Saturday. So it is January 8th right now. Standard time in Canada. Me sitting in my igloo. Just kidding. But yeah, there's I have one have one piece that is Steam Heart that I started with Laura Reed from Slowback Farms, and I think everyone who is stitching it is stitching the mini, and I've decided that I want to be an overachiever and stitch the full version of Steam Heart, because I'm crafty Lisa, and I mean that in like the most sincere way, because I love her videos, and she's the reason why I want to stitch more for full coverage and chatelaines. So I'm just going to interrupt my rambling for I'm working on the bee's head right now, and then once I'm done, the head, there's a little bit of antenna work, and then once I'm done the wings, and the wings are open, some wings are closed in this pattern, it is all of this I think it's 38, no, it's 3328, and there's also 3828. That's what I always get it mixed up on. So this is like 10 colors, and it's kind of like in that 70s vibe of colors, and I love it. But I'm going to put a couple more stitches in. My phone just told me it's at 10%. I'm hoping to do more videos like this. I want to thank everyone who stayed subscribed to me over the last little while I was away. I am hoping to come back, and I'll just see where. I'm just gonna restitch that piece. I'm not gonna pull it out. There. Oh, I totally thought I screwed up again. But I'm really hoping to start at least doing stitches with me, because these are my favorite videos. And yeah, tell me if you want me to talk about historical. Okay, I'm really getting off track with these stitches. Just let me know if you want more sit downs and we can chat about historical events. It doesn't even have to be royal events, it could be historical. I read a really good article about how the fiber arts helped spying in the war, and I put that in my Embroidery Guild's newsletter, because I edit the newsletter. So, and if you want a good example of that, I suggest if you bought the Long Dog Sampler Templar's Prophecy, to look at the back page, and it talks about that too, which I have, and I'm stitching for my husband for his 40th birthday, which I started with Erin 2 Martini Stitchers on the leap year Long Dog Sal, so I still have a couple years till he's 40. I'll probably get it done next year. And I have, I think, 8 long dogs going, but there will be more, and there will be a couple different designers that I will dabble in that kind of do not the same style, but like it's a sampler, and they're like freaking beautiful. But yeah, so I'm going to put in the last, if you know me and you've been on a Zoom call with me, you know, either I abruptly leave after saying bye, or I sit there and I'll chat for 15 minutes, like our moms used to when we were going home from a dinner party. Oh, just 5 minutes, and then you get like sidetracked. So yeah, I just want to thank everybody for coming to watch my, I think it's gonna be about 45 minutes of me stitching. And there we go. So I almost have the full body, at least like the body part done. There we go. So we have that, at least that body part done. There's a little bit more fill in, and then I will use this 3023 to do the wings. So if you are interested, I am Twin Mom Stitchery on Instagram. I also have a personal Instagram at Megan Kowalchuk 306, and I post about my kids, but not a lot about my kids. And yeah, so we will talk to you later. Bye.